Capricorns, come out to play. What's going on, my Capricorns? If, and I say if because I know you did, but I say if anyway. Why I be tripping? If you clicked on that thumbnail, you know where you reach, Capricorn. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame. I am, oh, Marvelous One herself. Welcome back to the Marvelous Show. What's going on, guys? What's going on, my fam bams? Okay. If you are new here with me, welcome. This is going to be your August 2018. How does Bae feel about you? For a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And newbies, what it do? If you are new here again, hello there. Welcome, welcome. If you are returning, what's going on, fam bams? I missed you guys. We back and we popping, ain't we? That's what I'm talking about. We back. Your girl got a little bit of her energy back, just a little bit, okay? Now, I'm so happy to be back here with you guys. And I appreciate you guys for being patient with me last month. But we on time this month, so let's get started, okay? I said it. If you care to skip this marvelous intro, this is that part of the program where I let you know that the reading is going to be timestamped below if you don't want to go through my stuff that we go through. It's been very heavy energy since I launched this channel. So if you've been rocking with me, you know I'm going to give you a little bit of astrology because that's what I do. And so if you care to skip this marvelous intro, the reading will start down below. Click the link and you can skip all over this and we're going to get right into it, okay? For the other folks that want to listen to me talk, and let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you all. I love you all from the moon and back, okay? You know I start each and every one of my videos out with gratitude. So I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for your likes, your shares, and you subscribing to my marvelous tribe. I appreciate you. If you have booked me for a personal reading, thank you so much. I appreciate you for putting me in your business, and I need you to keep doing so. Ow, okay, I said it. I love you all. Thank you for making me who I am and giving me life. You guys are awesome. I got the livest fam bam on YouTube. Hey. Now, let's get right into it. The August specials, I'm not going to talk about them. Where to go and do it is what I'm going to talk about. Now, August specials are not going to be linked below. I'm going to stop posting that link inside of the description. It was just overkill. It was too much to handle, okay? However, big bold letters, book personal readings at any of the links below, at any link below. The preferred method, although it's all the same thing, is Facebook. There is a book it or book now button. It's going to take you to the same spot. Or the Facebook About Me community page, whatever it is about me or the channel page, the link is there as well. As well as how to hit me up if you need to. But again, that information will no longer be pasted in the description, okay? Go on one of those social media pages because that's just too many links. And I've been timing myself and I'm taking too long, okay? Specials change every month. Sometimes they may not change. Everything is out there. I manage that as well as five social media pages. YouTube, it's just a lot, guys. So, you know, I know you rocking with me. That's just one extra thing that you ain't got to read and skip through. Don't even worry about it. If you want a personal reading, book at Facebook. That's probably the best way to go. But again, that link is on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and Pinterest. Let's rock. I am adding spiritual consultations as an add-on to any of the personal readings. That's the only personal reading blurb that I have. The reason why I'm talking about it verbally is because I haven't quite worked out all of the details as far as logistic wise. I have been offering them right now as as an additional bonus, just to see how people like it, and I'm getting a good response. So if you feel like you want a spiritual consultation as an add-on to your personal reading, let's talk about it. It's not priced yet. It's usually going to be about 15 minutes. If you book with me already, I will be adding it on. It's not necessarily priced, but again, I don't want to take too much time. If you're interested in that, you know how to reach me. My information is everywhere, okay? And basically what we're going to be doing is looking at your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, North Node, and South Node. And just coming up with a spiritual prescription, so to speak, based on what your destiny is, and crystals and affirmations and releasing and, you know, setting intentions. Just regular basic stuff, nothing too fancy. It's not spells or nothing like that. Just things that I do already, things that I've already preached to you guys, but more personalized for you and what your birth chart says. Okay, let's rock. Now, let's get into this astrology so we can get into these cards. Right now, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron are still all retrograde. Okay, let's talk about what we can expect this month. We are still coming off of eclipse energy. Okay, I hope you guys survived. We're going to be going into the following things. Now, in a couple of days, Venus is going to be moving into Libra, which is good. Don't know where that falls, Capricorn, in your chart, but that's always good depending on where it's aspecting and where it's falling, okay? On the 11th, okay, the 11th, we're going to have our new moon / partial solar eclipse in the sign of Leo. I am told that's supposed to bring us new opportunities for moolah, okay? So let's hope and pray for that. All right. On the 19th, finally, Mercury is going to go direct. Thank God. On the 23rd, the sun is going to move into Virgo, launching Virgo season. Ow, Virgos. Okay. On the 26th, we're going to be experiencing a full moon in Pisces. At that point, you can go ahead and end, acknowledge, or adjust what no longer serves you. Again, on the 11th, set your intentions with this new moon. I apologize for not saying it. Set your intentions with the new moon on August 11th, okay? Let's rock. On August 26th, whatever no longer serves you that needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted, you can go ahead and take advantage of that with the full moon in Pisces. I suspect that that full moon in Pisces is going to bring about unconscious thoughts coming to the surface, fluctuating emotions, things of that nature. It is going to be in the dreamy sign of Pisces. Okay, so get ready. Get ready. Whatever is stagnant now, whatever came as a result of this eclipse that we just had in July, could be coming full circle at that time. And then last but not least, drum roll please, what we all been waiting for, on the 27th, at the very end of the month, Mars will go direct, and I can't wait. Mars will finally be direct, thank God, because we are feeling like the Walking Dead around here. Now get ugly. One last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, sorry about that, is planets that may be experiencing a Chiron transit, okay? Chiron, again, I've explained to you guys last month that it's a comet. It is not a planet, but it's slowing us down as well as Mercury and Mars being retrograde, okay? With that being said, Aries, Chiron is retrograde in Aries. When Chiron is retrograde in Aries, the following signs may be experiencing a Chiron transit. If you have any of these signs anywhere between 2 degrees of Aries: Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Okay, bone cane. Now, when Chiron moves forward in Pisces for a short period of time, that's coming up in the next couple of months, the following planets may be experiencing a Chiron transit. I can't talk. Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Good news for those 3 signs is that Chiron will be moving back in Aries. It doesn't stay long, but it stays long enough, I believe, for a couple of months. And then it stays in Aries, and it's not going to leave until 2020. Okay? I said it. Now, I just wanted to go ahead and point that out to you. If you are experiencing a little touch of that, you could be experiencing a Chiron transit, okay? Just saying. Let's rock. This, again, is going to be your August 2018. How does Bae feel about you for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? Let's talk about how I do things. This is going to be a 5-card reading. My marvelous twist, okay? Readings with a marvelous twist. So the marvelous twist this month is going to be, in addition to the 2 cards that represent the most recent past and present, Capricorn, 1 card that represents the heart of the matter, Capricorn, 2 cards that represent the most likely outcome, okay? 1 card that represents the theme of the month, represented by the Romance Angel Oracle card. The twist is we're also going to be infusing the bottom of that deck's energy as well as the bottom of the deck energy for the Illuminated Tarot. Let me repeat. So we normally do 1 card that will represent the theme of the month. We're going to do 1 card plus the bottom of that deck. So literally when I'm tapping in, I just flip the deck over, and whatever that is, I'm feeling like that's your energy as well. Your energy pulled that, where those cards landed, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. And I'm going to let you know right now. Hold on. Here we go. Let me write this down. I'm sorry. Your theme for August 2018 is forgiving and learning, Capricorn. Okay, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This makes complete sense. It makes complete sense because this is definitely eclipse energy. Now, Taurus had a beautiful reading. I am letting everybody know that if I go through your readings, falling into that extended bonus reading promise that I made last month, from now on, from here on out, if I feel like anything needs to be clarified, I'm going to stop and clarify it right then and there. So it may take me a little bit longer, but if I feel like something needs clarification and I don't like the way it's ending, especially in your love reading, because basically I've retired the other readings until all of these planets are back direct. So there will be no more general reading by elements until October at this point. So everything is love. So if I feel like something needs to be clarified, that's what I'm going to do. Bottom of the deck energy is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This makes sense to me. Capricorn, you guys have been going through it. One of the things that I know about this forgiving and learning, when I'm looking at these cards, I see what's going on in the heart of the matter and what's happening right now. I don't think I'm going to have to clarify this, though, because you do put action in your ending. If any of you guys think that I'm going to read and then leave it open, you got me messed up. I'm not doing that. I need to know how Bae feels. And if I don't get a clear message, then we're going to keep going. That's how I'm going to do it. I don't know what to tell y'all. Now, I don't know who wouldn't like that. Everybody needs to know how some stuff is going to end, not get ugly. Now, Capricorn, forgiving and learning. This makes complete sense. It makes sense to me. And the reason why it makes sense to me is because, again, we're coming off of an eclipse. You are earth energy, okay? And you are cardinal earth. That is my sign. That is my moon. This makes sense to me. You are definitely operating in your element. And I'm not necessarily too happy to say that, but you are. Let's get started. So the forgiving and learning is basically trauma from the past. I've touched on this. Childhood trauma, okay? If you have pulled your birth chart and you know what your destiny is, you know what your moon sign is, you know what your rising, and obviously your sun sign Capricorn, the moment you were born, your birth print or that birth chart basically is your destiny. It lets you know at that moment. If you have that based on your moon sign, that definitely reflects the relationship with the mom. So if it's aspected good, then you have other things that could be affecting you from a childhood perspective. If it's what they call, I don't believe in good and bad aspects. I like to say challenging, but I think with all challenges, as long as we are aware of them, we can move forward. But my moon is Capricorn. So if you know anything about what I'm talking about, that gives you a snippet as to the relationship with my mom. And we're going to leave it there. Not a bad thing. I am older, but that does influence, shape, and mold how you move forward in the world. That's just one small thing that could be affecting you. So you have to release and heal the past. Again, Chiron is definitely in Aries. This makes sense. This is definitely eclipse energy. This is retrograde energy, and this is a Chiron transit. This is definitely what Chiron is. It's basically healing family issues and things from the past. So this could be what is transiting through your chart, okay? Now, religious factors. I have told you guys time and time again, when this card comes up, your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yes, some of you guys could be ascending to a higher spiritual level, and it may be clashing with Bae. It may be clashing with your partner. Or what this means to me is not necessarily anything religious or spiritual. It means to me also that the very differences that attracted you to this person is the very thing that can piss you off about the person as well. You guys are different. Opposites do attract, but it takes a lot of attention to keep those opposites moving. It's a tango. This is how I refer to my own situation. It's a tango. You are cardinal earth. So if you are dealing with, and this goes back and forth, guys, if you're dealing with male, if you are a male and you're alpha male and you're dealing with alpha female, go figure, and vice versa. We're talking about divine feminine, divine masculine. We're talking about, it could just be that you guys, sometimes you have to lead and sometimes you have to follow, and it's a tango, back and forth, up and down and side to side. And it's just a matter of you guys getting that, learning the same lyrics of the song and singing it in key together, basically. Okay, let's rock. The very first card that represents the bottom of the deck energy is the devil. Okay, so you're operating in your element, which is not necessarily good. Manipulation, overindulgence, self-enslavement. I think you're mentally bound to something. You're mentally bound to thoughts, ideas, patterns that no longer serve you, Capricorn. And you have to move out of that. You have to move beyond that. It's nice to see that you do, but that's the devil represented by the 5 of clubs. Okay. Now, before I move forward, let's go ahead and pop off these zodiac signs. Again, from a tarot perspective, you are operating in your element. Major arcana, the devil shows up. Okay. That is also clubs. Clubs is representative or is equivalent to the suit. Oh my God, I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. Clubs is is equivalent of the suit of wands. Wands represent the element of fire. Okay. So fire, action, initiative, inspiration, things of that nature. Okay. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. You are all about doing the work. I'm loving it. Okay. This is going to be a very action-filled month for you. Okay. You do move past this energy. Fantastic. Heavily, heavily influenced by fire. You either have fire in your chart connecting with, or going to be basically just inspired. You're going to be around a lot of fiery energy, which is never a bad thing, especially when we're trying to move forward and make shit happen. Okay. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. And the only other card out here, I mean, you have all clubs. You have, and you end with one heart. And as you already know, Capricorn, hearts is the equivalent of the suit of cups. Cups represent the element of water. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Okay. So you can be connecting with, this is the only heart card here. The only thing that is, and it's a positive one, I'll get there, but it's the only one that's here. So I feel like you're definitely connecting with a water sign. Okay. Now that's what we have on the board. That's it. So you represent your element as far as the tarot meaning, but I see that there is enslavement. There is things going on. You are feeling bound to some behavior or somebody possibly that's no longer serving you. I personally, judging by the way that the cards look, the way that they feel, and the energy that I'm getting, I don't feel like there's any type of third party. I feel like this is you stunning the growth of the relationship or Bae, because there is a thought process, pattern, behavior that someone is not moving out of, that is keeping the relationship stagnant. That is what I am picking up on, okay? This person is different. You guys do things different. You were raised completely different. You guys have different trauma. There's no big I's and little U's in the relationship, but you guys are making each other feel that way. Let's rock. The very first card that we have the 3 of clubs. The 3 of clubs in this particular deck, the 3 of clubs, it means that there is a reward, there is success. Your past efforts will be rewarded. You've been putting in the work. I told you this is a very fiery reading. There's a lot of fire showing up. So whatever effort you have been doing to try to move this forward, or perhaps in business, is going to pay off. But that makes sense, Capricorn, because you guys are about that bag. Okay. But I'm feeling like with this 3, it's gains and recognition, success through effort. You've been putting the effort into this relationship. I do feel like it's next to the 10 of clubs. And this 10 of clubs is responsibility or a burden. Now, I don't want to contradict what the card says, but you are putting in the work. So I don't necessarily think that that's burdensome to you. But again, I personally believe that looking at something as a burden is a choice. I think overall you're putting this work in, and now you're accepting the responsibility of what you must do in this relationship to move it forward. Remember, you have a certain way in which you look at things, and you're stubborn as all damn hell. Okay. You probably are just equally as stubborn as the Taurus, and the Taurus got a beautiful reading. Okay. You guys are not budging because you're very methodical. You are very by the book. You're very slow and steady wins the race. You have a routine, a way in which you think, a way in which you do things, and you're very restricted. Remember, you're a ruler. Okay. Remember that with the type of ruler you have, that makes sense. Capricorn, your Saturn rule, the planet of restriction. Okay. Limits, lessons. Okay. Serious and hard working. You do whatever it takes to achieve. Okay. You have goals. You are rewarded for your efforts. Okay. You get out what you put in, and what you're deciding is that yes, it's a responsibility, but for Capricorn, this card doesn't scare me or make me feel like it is negative in any way, shape, or form. Okay, let's rock. In the heart of the matter, you have the Tower. That completely makes sense. Something that's ended, being acknowledged, adjusted. I feel like this is a major change. We already know Tower is a major arcana. The Tower comes down, destruction of something that's built upon false beliefs. Well, we know that because you were looking at this through this devil lens. You had this very manipulative, self-enslaving habits, addictions, shit that you brought to the table that no longer served you. Now, how does Bae feel? That could be Bae's energy. Okay. But this is what Bae knows. And you had to come crumbling down in order to get this success. And how do I know that it's going to be successful? Well, the first card that we have Once the tower comes down, something that's built upon false beliefs, something that is something that's not built on firm foundation, the house is going to blow up, darlings. You guys already know this, especially with that damn devil energy. You can't be bound and chained to something that no longer serves you, but you have been successful in trying to make the effort that it takes. This 10 is showing that something could have been feeling like a burden, but you have to change the way that you think. I think that overall, that's basically what this reading is saying for you. You changed the way that you thought, and then you got to the glory, because the first card representing the overall outcome is the Magician, represented by the King of Clubs. You have everything in your toolkit to manifest what you want, and that is fantastic. Not the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, but it's the Magician next to the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful, because it's going to be a change of fortune, a new cycle commencing in progress in this relationship. Next to the damn Magician, you have all of the tools in your arsenal to manifest what you want. So as a new wheel turns, the old shit knocks off, and then we move forward together, hand by hand, hand in hand, with the new. Okay? That's what this is. And Capricorn, that's fantastic. I mean, you show up in your reading, but you show out. Okay? You have accepted the responsibility that it takes to move this relationship forward. So how does Bae feel about you? Bae feels like, yes, you have had and displayed some behavior that was not conducive to the success of this relationship. However, Bae has saw that you have put the effort in. You realize that you possibly start looking at it as your responsibility. You've been putting in the work, the effort. You're finally getting a return on that investment. You're changing the way that you think with this tower here. There possibly was some type of breakup or some type of timeout where you guys went in either corner and waited each other out. But I do see that as a result of that, okay, with this coming and breaking down of things that were not based upon a false foundation. Again, I do not feel like it was the relationship. I feel like it was behaviors with the devil. Okay. I feel like, but you take the bull by its horns and do what you need to do to get this back on track. And as a result of that, you tap into this Magician's energy. And then again, this Wheel of Fortune is the 10 of Hearts. So that is almost the cycle complete. That's the reason why the author chose that, to illustrate the fact that it's the wheel, because you guys have reached completion. Two ways you can look at it. It represents the love that you have for that person, because it's the 10. That is a complete love where you're ready to ascend to a higher level of commitment. Pause, as well as the completion of the cycle of the bullshit. And now you're ready to move and let the completion of those old thoughts, habits, and behaviors fall off the wheel and move into a change of fortune, which speeds this up and gets you out of that stagnant energy. So Capricorn, that has been your reading, and that is how Bae feels about you. Cross listeners, I told the Capricorns your business, and I apologize, but you know that the Capricorn has been displaying some behavior. I really feel like this is Cap's energy because the devil is here. It could be you, cross listener, but the good thing is that you guys come out of it, and I couldn't be more happy to deliver that message. Okay, so that has been your message. That has been your reading. Go ahead and like the content. Share this with a Capricorn in your life that needs the message. If it resonated, great. If it didn't, let it skate. I apologize if it didn't. Hopefully, if it did not, top of the month love is coming in the next couple of days. We will see what the Capricorn energy brings and see how Capricorn is radiating this energy and this love right back. Okay, so that's been your reading, Caps. Bye, y'all.